Samsung periodically releases firmware to add enhancements to their TVs. This video will show you how to upgrade your TV's firmware using a USB thumb drive. Updating your firmware is a two-part process. Part 1 is downloading the firmware, and Part 2 is loading it onto the TV. In order to download the firmware for your TV, first log on to Samsung.com and type your TV model into the search box. When the product description window opens, click on Support. Now under the Downloads tab, click on Firmware. Select the most recent exe file in the firmware section. In this example, we will be using Windows XP, but this process works on all Windows operating systems. After you click on the exe file, you'll receive a security warning. Click on Save. In this example, we will save the file to the desktop. The file will start to download. When the download completes, minimize all open windows. Now double-click on the firmware file. You will receive a security warning. Click Run to continue. An extraction program will open. Click on Browse and select the folder you would like the firmware saved to. In this example, we will save it to the desktop. Next, click on Unzip to extract the files. The number of files unzipped will appear. This number will vary depending on the firmware. Click OK and then click Close. You will now have a folder in your selected save location, in this case on our desktop. The folder name will depend on the firmware. Highlight the folder and then right-click and select Copy. Now connect a USB thumb drive to your computer. Some thumb drives may launch and open automatically. Once the thumb drive is open, right-click on an empty space in the window and then select Paste. The folder will start to copy. Be sure not to copy the folder in a subfolder. The TV will not be able to find the firmware. Once you have the firmware unzipped and copied to the USB thumb drive, remember to safely remove the device from your computer. Now you're ready to upload the firmware onto your TV. First, connect your USB thumb drive with the firmware file to one of the USB ports on the back of the TV. Once connected, in some cases the TV will recognize the USB and a Connecting to Portable Device dialog box will appear. Using the directional keys on your remote, select Software Upgrade and press Enter. If the USB is not detected, press Menu on the remote to open the main menu. Using the directional keys, select the Support section of the main menu and then press Enter. Now select the Software Upgrade option, then press Enter. The Software Upgrade menu will appear and by default, Buy USB will be highlighted, then press Enter. A message will appear on your screen stating, Scanning for USB. This may take up to 30 seconds. Once the TV finds the firmware, a message, Valid firmware version was found will appear and ask if you would like to update. Highlight OK and then press Enter to begin the installation. Remember, do not disconnect the USB before the upgrade is complete. After the firmware finishes installing, your TV will automatically power off and then power back on. Your TV now has the latest firmware.